Welcome to the stream, I'm Tandy. In today's video, we're going to be playing some more Boros, Convoke, and Standard as we attempt to find the best build. This is essentially the standard version of the modern deck. And the modern deck is centered around Gleeful Demolition, this one-cost sorcery that destroys an artifact, and if it's an artifact you control, you get 3 goblins. We utilize this alongside things that buff all our creatures, things that can convoke, make things cheap like Knight Errant of Eos. And we are playing basically an aggressive deck with a bunch of Anthem effects and cheap creatures to do that type of thing over and over. Immodane's Recruiter is one of the better cards in the strategy. Not only is it a creature that buffs all your stuff, it can also give some stuff haste. And so when we are getting to the mid to late game, stuff like Ranger Captain of Eos can find Immodane's Recruiter and threaten a lethal attack even after your opponent plays a Wrath effect of some kind. While Immodane's Recruiter is not brand new, War Leader's Call is brand new, and we're playing a couple of these in the main deck to give our tokens a little more juice. Playing these in high numbers will often lead to you drawing multiples of these and not enough creatures, especially in the face of sweeper effects, so we have limited ourselves to just 2, but we do have many other ways to pump our squad, including another new card, Case of the Gateway Express. This is a 2-cost enchantment. When it comes in, it brains an opposing creature, and then if you attack with 3 or more creatures, it transforms into a +1/+0 buff for all your creatures. A +1/+1 and a +1/+0 buff are pretty similar in a deck that's just like swarming you with tokens, because all that really matters is the extra point of strength while you're attacking and trying to chip down your opponent. The rest of the deck, as you can see, tons of 1-cost cards, Novice Inspector. This is a newer addition that makes an artifact that we can target with Gleeful, and is honestly one of the reasons why the deck is viable now, is because we have an extra thing that makes artifacts. 2 copies of Lunarch Veteran. This is a newer edition that I'm trying, that I've liked against things like Mono Red and the Mirror. Basically, it's just another 1-drop human, so it works with Cavernous Souls. Offset some of the life points you lose from your lands like Thran Portal and Battlefield Forge. You can gain tons of life off of these, and I'm considering playing a 3rd in the sideboard, and after today's league, if it's good again, I'll probably play a 3rd in the board. And we bring that in matchups where we just think racing is going to be a big deal. Epicure and Novice Inspector are similar in what they do, and they are there to fuel the Gleeful Demolitions. But then Warden of the Inner Sky is kind of like a 1-drop creature, happens to be human for Cavernous Souls, which is excellent. But then you have the ability to tap 3 things to put a counter on it, but it can tap itself. So you really only need 2 things, especially on the turn where you play it. And then when it basically just functions like an additional Convoke creature, like another big payoff effect for having a bunch of like token generators, artifact generators, things like that. And the fact that it gets so big so quickly makes it, to me, one of the standout 1-drops in the deck. Even in a deck with a bunch of standout 1s, Novice Inspector, Epicure, Gleeful Demolition, Warden is extremely good and viable in the deck. Our last new addition is Halo Hopper. This is a Theorycraft card where I played 1 league with it, and so far it's been good. But long story short, I just wanted another creature to be able to play early, and this one is kind of free. I was really missing Ornithopters, and this is not Ornithopter, but it can come down on turn 2 pretty regularly for free. 1-drop into Resolute Reinforcements or double 1-drop into Halo Hopper happens quite a bit. You can even go 1-drop into 1-drop Halo Hopper, so you don't need all 3 of the 1-drops to make it free. You can just make it cost 1. It's an extra artifact for Gleeful Demolition, and it's another card that's been pretty good so far, and if it continues to be good, I might add up to 3rd and 4th copies, similar to Lunarch Veteran. The sideboard is similar to what we've been using in the last few leagues. Not a whole lot of new stuff. I will say that Lorna the Third Path has been the best disenchant effect I found for beating, or at the very least helping contain temporary lockdown, which has been a big problem. 2 of these and 1 Cathar Commando, along with some either Get Lost or Destroy Evil, has been a reasonable amount of disenchant effects, but the Lorents have been very strong, especially because it's just a 3-drop you can find off of Knight Errant kind of in the mid-game after you've had a couple of your 1-drops eaten, and then you just have a way to unlock them. And if you have War Leader's Call or something in play, you get to, deal a bunch of damage when you unlock as well. Lithomantic Barrage, mostly for Esper Fiend, but great against the Monastery Mentor decks as well. And the Festivities for the Mirror and the Infect decks. A Psychic Torch the Tower to go with the one in the main deck, just to give us a few more answers to annoying creatures like the Bat. Couple Thalia for the really slow decks. We can hammer their mana a bit. And we don't have that many non-creatures, so it doesn't hurt us too badly. And matchups where Thalia comes in, usually we cut Dusk of the Gatewatch, so we just have fewer of those counter synergies. And then lastly, 3 wedding announcement. This is to help out against the really grindy matchups. All the Black X decks that play a bunch of creatures. We're probably going to bring this in because they have a bunch of removal. We're trying to get Lost over the Destroy Evil. They're really very similar cards. And after sideboard, I just had Destroy Evil not be able to kill like a Glissa. And Glitza was kind of annoying. So I'm kind of just trying out different removal cells to see what sticks. But this is my current build of Boros Blitz. Let's play League. All right. Opponent is deep in the tank. This is the one downside of playing on Magic Online versus Arena, is that there's no like mini clock to force the action. It's just chess clock. So you can just sit there for like 3 to 5 minutes with nothing happening and there's no punish. Just like not the case in any other game that I play online regularly. Alright, so it's this junk. So we can go, let's see what we draw. War Leader's Call. Okay. So let's go Resolute into Hopper. And then hopefully we just draw a land so we can play War Leader's Call. And then the demo looks great. I kind of want to play Hoppers 3 and 4 because this has been happening a lot. Where I just have turn 2 bunch of creatures plus Hopper. If we don't draw the land, I may pop the Clue to try to over using demo. And just use demo War Leaders later as like a Lava Spike that makes some tokens. Alright, so they probably have the 2/1 flash. Is there any other flash creature I need to be aware of? So the 2/1's going to come down and trade with Hail Hopper. Spyglass might trade with one of these tokens as well. Draw a card. Not great. Just swing. I don't know why they didn't play this in response. Maybe me drawing a card there was horrible, but they didn't punish me. Alright, I'm going to play the War Leader's Call because it's just the best card to play here, but there's a chance it gets countered now because I'm just like too late on it. If I had it last turn, I think I would have easily won the game. Now it's like, I don't know. Alright, cut down only. Cut down only is fine. Now we get to go Epicure Demo next turn and maybe really do it. We have to play around Urtai to an extent, but we still get to draw a card off of it. I'm going to attack first, probably. See if we can bait them into killing it or doing something here. See if this gets countered. We get to draw a card off of it if it's Urtai countering it at least. Alright, so let's go for Demo on the Blood. And if I'm happy if they counter this because we have the backup. And we get to turn into a fresh card. Unfortunately, just drew another land, but we get to make a bunch of tokens that deal them some damage. I find it very difficult for them to get out of this, you know? Most of their creatures are pretty small. Some of them fly, but we're just going to shove, and then even if our stuff dies, it's like not even a big deal. We're just trying to finish them off with the War Leader's Call at this point. I think I will play Battlefield Forge and hold Mountain. We draw a blood token, we can still pitch. Alright, go for a throw. So they're going to take 4, gain 1, so they take 3, but we're left with 2 tokens. 3 tokens, even better. And with them at 6, a couple token generators off the top. A couple of attacks here. If this is the Bat God is scary. Because it has lifelink. But they can't really attack with it because of my threats. Alright, so they gain 4 up to 10 and they take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so we'll just train troops. Let me double check. All right, so we play this. They block this. They go up to 10. They take 9 and they trade. What if they block here? They take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they, I guess with Imidanes, they have to trade with Imidanes and go to 1. Oh no, they died to the War Leader's call ability. Yeah, so they'll take 1 down to 5. They'll gain 4 and block this, and then they take 9 from the attack. Glad I didn't train troops. Thought I miscounted for a second. Call's so good, so knowing you have to keep siding them out. I mean, you don't have to keep siding them out. I like having 2. 2's been good. Alright, so this is a matchup where they're likely to have a bunch of annoying stuff after board, but they still have a lot of creatures. I'm thinking Wedding and Torch. I don't like the other stuff. I think 1 Imidanes can come out. I think this is a matchup where Gleeful's good. Lunarks can come out. I want to keep 3 Imidanes. I can maybe trim 1 Resolute. One thing I like about the Lunark Veteran is that it's very good in game 1 against matchups that are pretty tough, and a very easy card to side out in matchups where it's not good. Wedding also ended up being better than the 3-drop case. Yeah, it did. Wedding's been great. No notes. Alright, this hand's excellent. We have the ability to turn 2 Knight Errant, assuming all things go well. I'll lead with Novice Inspector into Gleeful, into Warden, into Knight Errant. That way they don't have a spot to kill the Warden before I can get it off. No one ever kills the Novice Inspector on 1, but maybe they should. Human. Maybe the cases are bad because they have a lot of flash creatures. But being able to snipe the Bat God is pretty nice. Alright, let's go for a demo first. If they counter this, we'll go Warden into buff. That down's fine. And now we can play Warden and then buff it. And then next turn, War Leader's Call or Case are both great. Sundown Pass. I don't mind this land because it doesn't deal us damage. But I think because we're just winning by so much, we can just bottom it. I like dual lands that don't deal me damage in the inner untapped. But at this point, with 3 lands already, it's just unnecessary, I think. Alright, Anoint. Alright, so let's go Warden into Knight Errant. We don't get the full 5, but we'll get... Oh, we missed. Rip. Well, now we get the War Leader Smash for 8, and this is in the face of 3 cheap spot removal spells. Wow. Wow. What's up, Taco? Alright, this should be more than enough to kill. Alright, so we go white 1, Case of the Getaway Express. Gateway Express. I wish it was the Getaway Express. That'd be better. All right, smash for 8, puts you to 2. And now, sweeper effect here is tough, but we still aren't dead. Sweeper effect kills these, but then they're at 2 with the war leader. All right, we'll do this. We got the old turn 3 Knight Errant on the mold of 5. Assuming everything works out, which it might. I would do the plane, so we'll play that. Attack for 1. EOT will resolute, untap, play Novice into Knight Errant. Yeah, the wild card system is extremely predatory, Taco. Topiary Stomper. Alright. Don't think that'll change what they get or what I get. So go and play our thing. Yo, Taka, if you want a coupon code for mana traders, that's our current one. There we go. Play the Novice. Go and play the Knight Errant. Wish we could do it for full 5, but it is what it is. Have you played versus Mono Red at all? I'm wondering how a Convoke versus Red matchup is. I beat it last night, and it was almost 100% because of the new 1-drop that I'm playing. We'll go Warden and Epicure. We'll play Warden. We'll go ahead and buff it with clues in itself. Top cards, Thran Portal, put on the bottom. Yes, Taco. I'll be also writing a sideboard guide on it this week on Patreon. Probably tomorrow. I'll take most of tomorrow to do it. 1 mana binding. That's probably going to take the Warden. Now we have a couple of clue tokens we can use. Only 3 mana. We don't have to worry about too much. Sunfall next turn. We'll probably just draw a couple cards and attack for 8. I doubt I'll play anything else, but... Alright, let's attack with everybody. We could have used Sokunzan to deal 2 more burst damage here. That's better in the face of more spot removal, but worse in the face of a sweeper. We know that they have quite a few sweepers in their deck. Oh yeah, little tips and tricks for you. Make sure you shuffle your whole deck. If they just play a big thing, I'll probably draw some cards looking for a case of the gateway. I just assumed I was getting hit with a sweeper here. Another Stomper. Alright, so this is going to give them the 7th land for the Stomper and allow them to play Atraxa next turn. So maybe I'll just go for the Sokunzans. Since these are just Lords. What's a blind? I think I'm going to draw cards. Hold on to the Sokunzan. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pop a blood. I'm gonna pitch the Lunark since we can put it back from the grave. And gaining some life in this matchup's not really that big of a deal. All right, let's play Epic here. I can't really attack, so I'll hold the blood to pitch this. I am gonna go ahead and play the Halo Hopper. Maybe I should just go ahead and bring the Lunark Veteran back. I may need to double block a Topiary Stomper here. Alright, the way that they're playing, I don't think that they have anything to do here after I block. So I'm going to block. We'll take 4. I'm going to double block this. If they have a removal spell, I still chump. It's not a big deal. Alright, Herd Migration. That's a bunch of 3/3s. Another lands. Not great. Knight Errant. Probably going to die doing this. Immodanes only. Alright, I guess I'll Immodanes into train troops. And now we can maybe like eat 1, chump block 1, maybe chump block 2. Maybe we trade with Topiary, chump block 2, take 9 down to 2. We're dead to a lot of stuff. And then we might get lucky with Immodanes killing them next turn if they're not careful. But if they have removal spell, we're dead. How's this deck felt in the domain? Normally it's okay. They have a lot of sweepers. My draw this game was pretty weak. Theirs was fine-ish. I needed my Knight Errant to hit better both times. But it wasn't that bad. I mean, we hit Immodanes once. Dead to removal, dead to 6-drop or 4-drop Angel that has double kicker. Alright, I'm going to trade. Very interesting to me. They did not attack with more than that, but I think that's fine. Definitely fine for me. Alright, so let's see. If we play Lunark Veteran, this will get us some life points that we might need. I'm gonna go Halo Hopper. We can't threaten lethal here. They have too many good blocks, so we'll just do this and attack with the 3-power creatures. If we attack with, let's see if we're definitely attacking with all the 3s. All right, so these are definitely coming. What happens if I attack with these as well? Let's see, how many can they block? Can they block 3 and then 4, 5, and they take 7? They don't even have to do that. They block these 2, take 7, these 2 and these 3, and we have no more blockers. These 2 are guaranteed blocks, and then these are free blocks. So let's just do this. Maybe they punch through extra damage later on. If they play Traxa next turn, my only out really is Case. Maybe a torch the tower if I can attack with everybody and then torch the thing they block with a Traxa, but the Luminarch Phantom here also going to gain me some life, which is nice. Am I getting blown out by something? A Seiju on the Halo Hopper. Yeah, look how good a land. Alright, so now we're not really in danger of dying to them attacking me, so we don't have to worry about that at all. Now we just want Case, War Leader's Call, Knight Errant, Imidanes. Those are our draws. Those are our good draws. I'm gonna hold on the Thram Portal in case I draw Epicure, something to discard. We already have 3 Epicures, but now we're just hoping they don't draw Traxa. Sweeper is okay, not great. Traxa is disaster. Topiary Stomper is fine. We still can't really attack. If they attack, we can do a triple block on it and lose 2 things to trade for it. I think that's fine. But we might just soak it in hopes that we draw a thing to punish. This has Vigilance but not Reach. These don't have anything. Alright, well, wreck on 1. See if we swing with everybody. They block 3, take 3. I don't think I blocked the Topiary Stomper with everything. I think losing 3 things to the Topiary Stomper is bad. The Beanstalk. That's a good draw. Gonna turbocharge a lot of their future draws, but hopefully they just flood. Their deck is a bunch of cycling lands, though, so it's hard for them to flood. Sometimes you draw 9 lands. I mean, yeah. Happens. Gotta have the stomach for it. Alright, they just drew a basic, though. That's great news. Well, probably losing to whatever enormous thing this is. Yeah, that'll be it. So my guess is they'll kill the flyer and one of these little dorkies. They did it backwards, but whatever. We get to gain 1 extra life because of it. Now we have to do some blocking, and I think that means we lose in general. At least the Archangel doesn't trigger the Beanstalk. Coward's attack. Well, that was one of our better draws. Still can't really attack. I guess we just hold the Imidanes for a minute. Maybe in conjunction with another buff effect next turn, we can force some blocks. This game's been pretty fun, but we flooded pretty badly. When you have as many lands as your domain opponents, you know. Alright, so they have to attack it for 3 to get a 4/4 that has Vig Haste, taps for any color. More lands, please. Nice. Alright, so they're gonna flip this and they're attacking us with this. I'm gonna... Maybe I don't double block. I think I don't. I think I'd go to 4. That way I can maybe go second buff effect to ship these in for a little bit of damage. I don't think we can possibly beat what's going on though. In the time it'll take. Don't have an artifact all this time. Alright, that's fine. Grievance stereo. Alright, Scooter, how many leyline bindings do they have? 4? Yeah. I wonder if I don't want wedding. I don't know why, but I feel like wedding might not be that good, but I want all the things that can blow up the thing. Alright, we're gonna cut 2 Gleeful. Gleeful tends to be weak against any deck playing the temporary lockdowns. I think wedding's too slow. I kind of think wedding's too slow too, but I feel like they're just gonna wrath me a bunch. We'll see. I don't know if I can board in this many cards. Gotta keep all the ones except for Gleefuls. I think the cases are fine. Alright. We'll do some drastic shit just to try it out. Gonna mulligan the 5 land art. Don't want to repeat a last game if we can help it. Alright, we're gonna probably put back. Yeah, we'll put back Get Lost. I want to curve out naturally. We can go. I guess maybe I should have turned 1 Warden and then turn 2 double Epicure. Yeah, I think I just missed the damage. Missed the damage. Alright, -1 damage, Keck W. Bottom of this land. Should have put back the Sundown Pass. Well, I don't think that you're alone, Scooter. I think most people play 4. But we didn't see any of that game, and I just assumed. And I knew you would know. Alright. We're going to go ahead and pump the Warden. This is the hope that they don't have lockdown. And if they do have lockdown, we have Wedding coming off the top. And it can maybe buy us some time. Also, we're setting them up to get blown out by a Disenchant, hopefully. Alright, Circle Herd Migration. Cross Finger, no 3-drop sweeper, please. I can take a 4-drop sweeper. No 3-drop sweeper, please. Oh, sweeper. It's always there, man. It's always there. I've been, this card's been cast against me probably 100 times in the last week. And it's so frustrating to play against, man. It just gets all my tokens and just makes me feel like shit. I think I'm gonna go ahead and play my land. What do we mull to 5 this game or 6? But this is the spot where I think this is why I think Wedding is good, because we had no chance without something like it. If we had Epicure, maybe we miss a damage if we don't buff last turn. We're just already empty-handed on 4 though. It's just a bummer. But now all of our disenchants are super good. All right, attack for 1. Why not play the Epicure and tap with all the blood tokens? I mean, we eventually tap with all the blood tokens anyway. We got an extra counter on our thing. They have things that deal damage. I guess we put a counter on it and we missed 2 damage. Or 1. We basically missed 1 damage, but to put a counter on it. I don't know. I think that's fine. Archangel O Wrath. Alright. Both tokens down. This card is insanely good. Kill 2 things, gain 4 life for 6 mana. It's pretty nice. This matchup seems pretty not good for us. The last time I played against it, I just turned 2 knighted on the play twice. That'll do it, I guess. Alright, well, we'll say go. We get to make a guy and flip. Next turn, hopefully we draw something. Creature of any kind plus gateway can kill the Archangel, but at this point they're unlocked at 7, so now they're just gonna start casting big things. Hellhopper's been good, Doctor. I'm excited by it. We're gonna take this 7 shot. I don't want to block because I need my case to do something. Well, Traxa is gonna mean GG. Even if we are able to deal with it, they just draw 3 or 4 cards. Doing. Guess I'll mulligan. Forget aggressive mulliganing. What about mulligan for playables? And whatever. I guess. Start every game on 4 cards. I mean, I got 22 lands, man. I don't know. Could play another one, I guess. Alright, here we go. Might be able to steal this game from them taking too much damage from their portals. With that said, the portals enable their mana so they can do anything on the first couple turns, including play the big boy. If they have the 5-drop as well. Jeez Louise. Two Epicures. Well, that was a good draw, but we're very far behind. I'm hoping their 3 portals just kill them. Alright, let's see how aggressive they get. They know we have Imidanes, but they have double Epicure. 9? Or 11, 10. So I think we're like forced to hold back a blocker. Oh no, this transforms too. We're way dead. Alright, Lunark's good here. I actually like Wedding in the Mirror. They get pretty gummy. I don't like Barrage that much, but maybe I want them just because of the 1-drops. The Warden of the Inner Sky is very strong in the mirror. I think Imidane's is pretty weak in the mirror. I can't bring this many cards in. What if the disenchants are just bad? I want to see how good the Lunarks are. Alright, sounds pretty good. We'll go keep. We have Cavern on Human to play some ones, Thrine Portal for Gleeful. I'm gonna probably save the Gleeful for when I can utilize the bodies in one turn. Otherwise, there's a chance we just get bricked by there in the festivities, so we gotta be careful on it. Alright, let's go Portal on red. I don't want to save the Sokons on for a while if we can help it. I want the chance to be able to hold it. Attacking kind of weak. What's up? They don't have anything. Go for Resolute EOT probably. Another demo. All right. Well, if they have it again, oh, they don't have it. That means our in the festivity is going to be broken. I'll attack with these, and then I'll probably play Voldaren plus Novice. Maybe I hold the Epicure. What do you think, chat? I guess because I have the Gleeful, I'll just go ahead and play the Epicure, just max pressure. They already popped one Gleeful. Maybe they just don't have enough to actually defend here. If all they play is like War Leader's Call or whatever, I'll be pretty happy. Sanguine Evangelist, tilt. Alright, we're gonna send, let the Evangelist trade. The Battle probably trade. They'll take 4. Alright, let's go for a Gleeful on the blood. We'll play a Portal on white. This is the first time that the Portal has hurt me. So far, it's been quite good. I was pretty confident they were going to trade with Evangelist just to get another bat. And I was confident they were going to trade with a bat as well. Their hand just must be all... Or no, it can't be Night Errant. They wouldn't have Night Errant in on 2. Alright, well, they're going for the big swing, but I don't think it's lethal. I don't think it's that close to lethal either. Alright, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Alright, so I don't think we can attack back for lethal, right? So 3, 6, 9, 12. We're one short here. I guess if we block one fewer, we take 15 down to 1, but then Epicure off the top is lethal. What does this look like? 4, 7, 10, 13. So we go to 3 and we trade 3 for 3. But we're not lethaling with very much. Three, 6, 9, 12, 15 down to 1. Yeah, I know. Alright, so I guess we have to trades. And then we can 13. We can soak a hit with Battlecry plus the bat. Alright, any Anthem effects? Fuck! Alright. We're probably dead. I can't even put them to 1 so they can't use Battlefield Forge. Because of the Thran portals, I couldn't go to 1. Because then I turn off my 3-cost anthems. Gotta block everything. It's a really tight race because of the lands dealing each of us damage. I think they can only attack with bat if they have nothing going on. If all they do is attack with bat, they're dead. They might be dead. Because if they have to attack with the Sanguine Evangelist as well, and then I have to block it. The Sanguine plus bat's a much better attack than just bat because it puts me to 1 and forces a block, and so Evangelist becomes a bat for an extra blocker and removes one of my attackers. In fact, I think attacking with everybody is better than holding back the block because it's a forced block on my end, and they just have a blocker. But this is fine too. It's just forced. No matter what they do, it's forced, so they should attack with everything. And if they don't have anything, they're dead. And my guess is they're dead. Because they're just going through the iterations. They figured out the same thing I figured out. Kevin Blaze, thanks for 3 months. Thank you so much. I don't know why that bugged out. I'm going to do it again. Thank you so much to Kevin Blaze. Appreciate the Twitch Prime. They mulligan to 6. Let's see how many times they mulligan. And if my in the festivities is going to end up being good or bad. Alright, attack with Novice Inspector. That's always a good sign early, because it means they're not using it to do anything malicious. Here's an Epicurio and a Warden. Alright, well, we might get run over here. I'm going to probably Cavern... Okay. Cavern Human here. Got too many 3-drops in our hand. Human... Yeah, I think we're just going to get chewed up by Warden because we didn't board in any of our removal for it. And that's kind of... Actually, did I? I have Get Lost. I didn't. Man, that's the thing. I've been really waffling on... I mean, this card's obviously great in the mirrors. But, like, how often do I Man, 1, 2, 3. Guess I have to double block something. I think I'm just gonna die to the Warden. I don't really know what to do about it. I think they can just put 2 counters on it this turn, attack for 4, and that'll probably be all she wrote. Ace is good too. I think I might have to chump here. So gross. Like 5 down to 5. This is gonna transform, and then I'm dead to the flyer. I know I have the Aganjo, but I can't just like sit on it. I don't think. All right, we'll just take it, and then hopefully they don't pump this to a 5 next turn. I need to draw something. I don't even know. All right, Epicure into case, probably not good enough. If we go wedding, we get 3 blockers, and then we can maybe case the Warden on the following turn. I think that's fine. I think I go a Ganjo, Epicure wedding, and then hope they don't have anything to pump the Warden to kill me. I doubt this will win me the game, but I think this is my best chance to win. We'll try to do some trading. We have to keep enough to kill the Warden, though, so we got to be careful. We might have to just single block. But all they need is one more. I guess they just need something that can pump this. Yeah, so now they can pump this twice and attack. Damn. So they could have done that anyway. We wouldn't have won with the Ganjo either. I don't know, man. A mulligan to 4. Once this league already. It's okay, I guess. I think I'm going to put back one of the Wardens. The Lunar Veteran might be good depending on what they're playing. I want y'all to see it in action. All right. I think I'll still Lunark Veteran just to give me some life points. We can go Warden into turn 2 Resolute Pump It. But I'll just save the Warden for later. Is my man out here masking? Alright, here's the dingus. I'm gonna main phase this just in case they have a removal spell for the Lunar Veteran. Gain some life is fine. I'm assuming that this is the one that is Bedlam Reveler, but I'm not really sure. I might triple block. I might triple block the Mask Maker. The one I doubt they'll attack with it, but maybe they will. The I'm not familiar enough with the disguise creatures to know exactly which one that is, but I know there's one that's like a 3/2 that whenever it hits the opponent, they take damage equal to that creature's power or something like that. I don't know, remember the name of it. Yeah, you go. I think I just take it. I think I just let them play their freaking 2-cost 2/2s. See what this is. So we have more information once this transforms, if they transform it. Plus, if I triple block, there's a chance that they do have 2 removal spells to punish me. If we draw another 1-drop to play, I might play triple 1-drop just to gain a bunch of life. But if we don't draw anything relevant, I might just play War Leader's Call. What? What, Jaeger? What? What? Can y'all even see him? Alright, let's go. Maybe we save Warden? Alright, so it doesn't seem like they have removal. I'm gonna go for killing the Mass Maker. Because this has Ward 2. And then hopefully we get a transform. They didn't kill my Lunark, so I'm assuming that I am going to get the transform here. Because this has just been gaining me life all over the place. Jaeger, you gotta be in the shot, buddy. If you want to hang out, you gotta be in the shot. That's the rules. The people need to see your glory. They need to see your glory, Jaeger. Alright, all 3 come in. We'll do some transforming. Everyone say hi to Jaeger. If you don't say hi to Jaeger, what are you even doing here? Jaeger, say hi to everybody. Shamelessly using my cat for clicks. Don't break anything, Jaeger. What the frick is that? So it's disguise. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent creates 2 dogs. When it dies, each opponent loses 3 life. Okay, so it's a 6/2 menace. That's pretty scary, honestly. Can you move? Can you move? Can't block because it's got menace. I think we're gonna get hit with a fling or something, maybe. Good kitty, it sure is. Kev, you should have some of the emotes to use from ours. We got some Jaeger specific ones. That's Jaeger right there. Jaeger, come say hi. Hi, everybody. The scamp. Land. I need you to move a little, Jaeger. Move a little. Move slightly. Move slightly. So slightly. Alright, we're just going to play some creatures to gain life because we're not threatening lethal here. And the War Leader's Call is okay, not great. Alright, we're going to make this A wee bit bigger. I'll swing with everybody, maybe? I think I have to threaten lethal next turn, so we're going to swing with everybody. I think this kind of incentivizes a scamp block. Scamp can block the veteran and something else. But we want to get some damage in, and we want to be in a spot where we're okay taking 6. But next turn, we're dead to a fling, basically no matter what. If we hold back everything, we could maybe survive the fling. But I don't know enough about my opponent's deck to be aware of exactly what I'm going to die to, but I assume it's some sort of fling. Because it does 6 to me from the attack, 6 from its fling, and then 3 from the ability. But this is not a close to lethal attack, so they can just soak 8 as well. Seems like they do. Alright, let's hope that we don't die. Big ask, I know, but whatever. Probably should have held back one more creature. But if they are a fling deck, the longer you give them, the worse it is. Attack with everybody. Okay. Let's block the scamper. Take an 8. Monstrous Rage. That'll do it. 11. Yeah, we were dead no matter what. I guess if we double block this, maybe we don't. But Scampies gets us. Nope. Alright, so Thalia is pretty good against matchups like this. I think Torch the Tower is solid. I don't mind Get Lost. But most of our creatures are pretty cheap, so maybe I don't. I think the Lorens maybe, since they can blow up the Kumanos. I think Warden's pretty weak in this type of matchup. We're going to trim a couple. I don't want more Torch the Towers for matchups like this. I was not a big fan of Knockout Blow, personally. But Lunarch Veteran almost saved us there, huh? Alright, opener is pretty dog shit. Smolgan. Alright, this hand is fine. We need a red source to go crazy. But otherwise it's solid. I think I'm going to put back War Leaders. Has Halo Hopper come up yet? I've cast it once and it was good. I played a league last night and went 4-1, and the lists are mostly the same. And I don't know. It felt fine. I think I'm leaning more Hopper rather than fewer Hopper. But it doesn't like fix that many problems. It's just another free thing. But it's starting it does kind of feel like Ornithopter, where it's free. You know, it's a thing for demo if we really need it, but it's there as like a payoff for demo too if we're flush. Like here. It's almost gray here. Almost. Human. Get Dolly down. Maybe we should just try a league with maxed out hoppers to see. If I lose this match, I'll drop and try a version with max and hoppers. Alright, Thalia down. Alright. Decent drop. Never seen this card? Oh, I have. Saw it during previous season. So it's a disguise land that makes a mana when you flip it up, so you break even on mana. Interesting. Also, just a colorless land that has morph or whatever. The Zoetic Caverns of Standard. Oh, piff. Man down. Why are all of my opponents playing so slowly today, man? We could have got through this league in record time. Getting our ass kicked. Alright, well, we didn't draw the red source, but we can play the Knight Errant, so let's go ahead and do that. At 1. Okay. J Ferraro 130, thanks for the Prime Gamers. Welcome to the Todd Squad. Appreciate you. I think tomorrow I'm going to write sideboard guide for this deck and finalize the list. And then I think on Thursday we're going to go back to playing some Pioneer. I've been missing the Pioneer gameplay, that being dead on turn 3. You know? This format is extremely hostile to Boros Convoke, which I kind of love. Like natural selection or whatever. The Scamp. Defara says, you're my favorite MTG content creator. I've been watching you on YouTube forever. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, almost all the videos that are on YouTube are just from the stream, so glad you like them. All right, let's play the big boy, and I think I'm just going to shove. This is not a lethal attack, but I doubt they can kill us from 15 next turn. Actually, that's just not true, right? All right, we're just going to attack and let them 15 us or whatever. I'm just going to let it happen. Let them do their thing. I don't know. I really don't know how to beat Monstrous Rage Cacophony Scamp. So much so that it makes me want to try out Reckless Rage Cacophony Scamp, you know? Like, I don't care about any of the other stuff my opponent's doing, but Reckless Rage Cacophony Scamp is kind of cracked, and it just makes me want to do that a bunch. I wonder if we should be playing Cacophony Scamp in our deck. I guess we probably can't play that many Caverns if we do. Wonder if there's a Boros tap-out control deck with Temporary Lockdown, Fable, and 6-mana Chandra, Lightning Hicks, or Stomp as a top end. Well, you can't play Fable no more. Fable got banned. Oh, yeah, I mean, maybe you can do it in Pioneer, but... Or maybe you can do it in Standard, but... Alright, Mass Maker. Not that scary here. Alright, we don't have a great attack, so I'm going to scry with this. Land as the red source. I'm gonna go ahead and it's just a red source on top. So I guess I don't have to draw a card. I'll just say go, and the next one I can go Demo Recruiter. And they are probably dead. Drawing the card would be horrible. Alright, well, we're definitely gonna block. Maybe we don't block. No, let's just not block. I'm not gonna give them a chance to trade a Monstrous Rage for this when they should be dead to Gleeful Imidane. And I doubt that they can deal me 13 with these creatures and only 2 color sources of mana. Double Reckless Rage is only plus what? Plus 6, 7, 8, 9. What are possible changes? I'll be writing about them all on my Patreon, Doctor. And if you've watched any of my content over the last week, I've been doing a ton of work on the deck and just posting up my list whenever I think I have like a decent spot. All right, well, in the festivities, this looks like maybe a shock or something targeting this coming. That's fine too. All right, they're dead to stuff. Imidane's is lethal by itself, but we want to do the Rubbins. Do the cool thing, they say. Yeah. Send me a link to the list if you got one handy. I'm going to cut the Lorens. They only have that one good target, and it's not even that good. Warden also dodges the deal 1 to everything, so we're going to bring those in. Bring them back in, rather. We'll just leave 1 recruiter on the table. I'm fine cutting the Resolutes. They just kind of run right into the in the festivities that they definitely brought in multiples for, maybe 4. Maybe War Leader's Call can get cut. It does protect us from that spell, though, so it's probably worth keeping. Maybe Thalia is horrible because of in the festivities. Hey, Tandy, just want to say thank you for the content creation. Took Convoke to an RCQ on Saturday and took it down, going undefeated. Nobody in the room was ready for it. Hell yeah, T. That's what you love to hear, man. Last week was probably the best week for it. Jaeger. All right, so I think we play Thalia under the assumption that it's going to die and cost them 2 mana. But if it doesn't die, we can block the Kumano. And then next turn, if I draw... I mean, I really just want to draw land, so I can go Novice, Gleeful, Knight Errant. Or Novice, Gleeful, another creature, Knight Errant. If it's a white source, we get to go Lunarch Veteran, which is sicko. But another land here would be really, really nice. Automate your link. Okay, cool. Thanks. All right, so this is Rostaf's Boros list. So nothing interesting in the ones. Bunny corn, man. I was not feeling bunny corn. I was not feeling bunny corn. We tried it yesterday. All right. Well, we're gonna take the 4 down to 15, and then we got to draw a land. We don't have to do anything. A white source would be nuts. I mean, it's hard to argue. Maybe we just play Lunarch Veteran. No, let's go Novice, Gleeful Halo Hopper. But Halo Hopper has been really good for spots like this. So I think I might go up on Halo Hoppers. They've been solid. I'm not really feeling Torch the Tower. I didn't ever draw it in game 1. Sorry. Never drew in game once. Oh, Vera. Any Fallout fans in chat? Mm. Chat, if you haven't already, make sure to check out our sponsors. You can also check out our YouTube, youtube.com/. Oh, wait, that's not even the right link. What the fuck? Does that work? It does work. It's been doing at 10mdg for whatever. All right, whatever. Do I trade for the etching? I guess so. I'm assuming these are going to get obliterated by deal ones. And I mostly just want to protect my life total from the fling shit. Lunark veteran. I don't know, man. Being white here over being an artifact for the ocean, maybe not the best. Life of Toshira. Oh, they're going to jitte me. -1/-1 a token. Okay, well. It's pretty good. All right, so we're gonna go veteran, knight errant, and then we'll finish with we'll lose one, but we can bring it back. And now you'll see how good the life gaining is on these. Makes me want to play a Johnny's Pride Mate for those of you who are a little more old school. This shit keeps happening. My knight errants have been pretty bad today, but I think it's because of my deck's construction. I know, Jaeger. It's crazy. We're recently sponsored by Games and Comics Paradise. Games and Comics Paradise. They are a game store out of Fairfax, Virginia. You can check out their website at gcparadise.com. Pick up all your singles for Magic and Lorcana, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Apex Gaming, we're sponsored by them. They run the Apex Invitational Series out of Caldwell, Ohio. And we are looking forward to working with them. Oh my god, am I going to get flung to death off of this shit? Or they're just going to play 2/2/2s? I'm going to take it. I don't think I can take 17 here, but I'm going to just eat it. I'm going to eat it. Anyway, Apex is great. They have a brand new huge area to play tournaments in. We're trying to fill it. Team events, March 2nd weekend, first open of the Invitational Series will be on when? Like April 6th or something? I got to check the dates, but around that time. Also, check out Brainstorm Brewery Podcast, Slice of Life Magic Podcast, featuring some really cool hosts. Castlin's one of my good friends, Corbin Hostler, DJ, and Jason Alt, all discussing current events in Magic the Gathering. And lastly, shout out to Moxfield. Moxfield's a cool deck building website you can use to share lists with your friends. Make sure to ! deck or deck list in chat. Take you to a link to my Moxfield page where you can read all about my cool all my cool deck lists. Ob Nixilis, the adversary coming down. Second, the Goblin. No cards left in hand for the opponent. I'll just take a bunch of damage, I think. Hi, Jaeger. I think my opponent's going to time out. They've been playing exceptionally slow. We'll just, I guess, send. Let's see what we get. This is probably attacking. Alright, let's start with this attacking this Obnixilis. Just to see if it happens. And then we'll go Epicure, Warden, Knight Errant. Maybe we just start with Knight Errant off of these 5. My guess is they're gonna block here and hit this, but maybe I should have sent more. Maybe I should have played stuff beforehand. Definitely should have played stuff beforehand. Now they just get to kill one of these for free, and I just don't gain nearly as much life. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this back from the dead. That way we get a flyer in to maybe pressure next turn. You can also play Epicure here. I wish Epicure could hit one of these. Another Knight Errant, okay. Five minutes left on the clock. This is really... I don't know. I hate complaining about it, but it's just frustrating, just boring. All right, how do we win? I think the easiest way to win is to run them out of time, chat. What do you think? That's what I think. I think the easiest way for me to win is to time them out. So we're gonna gain a lot of life, and I'm gonna send like one a turn at one of these Obnixilises. I'll probably play a bunch of stuff and then ship these and these 3, one each at the obs, and then one at base, maybe. I don't know. All right, full Convoke. Imidane's Warden. Okay, we'll go for that next turn. Let's go Warden. We'll gain a life. Let's go put a counter on one of them. Top card's Gleeful. We don't have the land for it. And I think we're going to torch the tower the Memory of Toshiro. So let's bottom. Maybe I should just attack. Alright, we can torch after. So let's go attack first. So this one at this ob, this one at this ob, and this one at the 3 ob. We can't really kill this that well. If this is just the 6-2, the torch to the tower after it flips can be good. So I'm not even that incentivized to do this yet. Torch tower looking pretty good here, though. Alright, so they're going to let one of the obs die. Okay, and now I can just torch the ob. We'll let this one die. And I'll just wait until their turn. I don't know if they're gonna flip this up or not. I guess if it's the 2/1 prowess, they can't flip it up yet. But if it's the 6/2, they should flip it now. It only costs 2 to flip. Because there's a 6/2 with menace. Alright, we'll just shoot the ob for 2. But now they can flip this up, discard their hand, and draw 3 if this is the new prowess creature. Alright, well they just conceded, so going to play Boros as standard paper vet tonight, trying to decide if I want to slide in Hopper instead of these Sanguine Evangelists. I thought that Evangelist was a little too expensive. Some people really like them, but I didn't. But I don't know. They're not like bad. I don't like them. I'm going to play around a counterspell and just main phase this. Spyglass Siren. Okay. I think we just Immodanes here unless we draw something else that we really want to do instead. They have a heavy incentive to block. They'll take 7. They'll probably block here, but maybe they block here instead. Now we're kind of out of steam, though. No land. So they probably have a 2/1 they're going to play. Let's start with the Voldan Epic here. Let's see what we find. I'm going to probably go ahead and loot away the Thran Portal. Alright, let's attack with these. Let them trade off their 2/1 flyer. I'm so happy that there's not like a 2/2 flash. I mean, there's the white one. The white one's good. But out of this blue-black deck, if there was a 2/2 flash flyer, it would eat us up all the time. Instead, we get to just pressure them continuously. I am kind of missing the 4th case. Case of the Gateway Express is really good when it's good. Wonder if this is a Gix turn? It's a Bat. Bat's been a lot worse against me today. I lowered the curve a bit. Alright, well, a 2/2 Bat is kind of gross. We'll go ahead and Night Errant. Hopefully we draw something that lets us chain. This would be a really good spot for a Sanguine, but it's also just a good spot for like a Brutal Cathar too, you know? Alright, we'll go ahead and play both of these. We'll gain some life. Keep the case on top. Keep the battlefield in hand for info / future blood tokens. Seems like a good swap. I've liked it so far. Alright, this is a matchup where the Torcha Tower for Bat has been solid. Wedding's been solid. Get Lost is okay. Thali's bad. In the Festivities is bad. I'm gonna bring in these 6. Trimming Immodanes, couple Lunarchs. I don't think Gleeful's bad. I want to keep them. I think the War Leaders are bad, though. Something like this. I think it's okay to trim 1 Resolute in a lot of matchups. It's just more of the same shit. I'm going to keep... Obviously, we need to draw an artifact. Probably lead off Portal on white and start playing my inners. Guess I'll lead with Battlefield in case I need to play differently on my lands. I'm not sure. The Thran deals me the same amount of damage, but I'm gonna attack. If they want to trade the 2/1 flyer, I'm okay with it. Let's play another Warden. Unfortunately, we can't use the ability. Path of Peril here would be kind of gross, but I mean, that's just something you got to deal with. Luckily, let's just go for Throat. All right. No artifacts. Do Portal on Plains. Just gonna say go. I don't really want to play the Immodanes. We can maybe get some more juice out of it later for trained troops. We play, we just like can't even attack with it. Comes a bat to ruin our life and take case. The fact that we're at this, see, well, you have the most life, you draw a card. I think I have to just take a damage off my Thran portal here before they attack. That way, they're going to get a card and a token, but this way they only get a card. I haven't done this in an insane amount of time. Dealt myself a damage. Alright, so now they're going to take the case. And if I draw a removal spell, I get to kill both bats and get back my Immodanes. If I draw an artifact generator, we can go for Gleeful and start using Warden to churn up. Keep the Novice on top since it's good for demo. Next turn, we can make a 4/5 flyer with Warden if they don't have another removal spell for it. You Hernandez, thanks for the follow. I don't even really want to demo anymore. I think I'm just going to draw a card. Place on human again. We'll attack for 2. Alright, so we got 2 cases and 2 Torch the Tower that can unlock our torches and stuff. I wonder if Brutal Cathar is any good. Tom was talking about it yesterday while we were streaming. Alright, we'll take 4. Creature of the Schism. I wonder if there's a black-white creature deck we can use and play Preacher. I've been thinking that the Gleeful Demolition part of this deck is what makes us so vulnerable to the opponent's stuff. Alright, let's go. Draw a card. Alright, you win this one. Guess we had some get lost too. Yeah, exactly. The nut draws are worse, but the game plan overall is much better, I think. We'll keep this one. We got the turn 1 Warden, turn 2 Epicure Scry. Hopefully we draw another 1-drop to throw along in there. Maybe we should lead with Epicure. I think I'm gonna. It sounds weird, but the scry is like almost guaranteed to happen, and I don't want to. I don't want it to not get the scry because of the cut down. Yeah, this is fine. That's how it always happens. No cards of land will keep it. I'll go for a bat. We'll just let it happen, I guess. I think I can just kill it here. I think this is not templated badly for us. Odd card, you still want to play the artifact maker because of the warden? Yeah, but I don't get the scry if I do it the other way because they just kill the warden in response to the epicure. I'm not saying it's right. That's just what I wanted to do. All right, bat on top. Think I just want to chill. All right, we can get a couple one drops off of this. Best we can do. Fine. Drawing a card off your 4-cost 4/4 is pretty good. All right, so they know we have 2 removal spells, and we get to play both of them next turn no matter what. We do give them 2 maps. All right, let's go for attack for 4. We'll play Novice into Halo Hopper and hold up Get Lost. I think this is fine. Top card is a Preacher. Okay. They needed the land, so they put in the grave. All right, I'm going to Get Lost the Bat. Now we're going to gateway one of the... Oh, I guess we just get them both, huh? Another case was definitely a great draw. Alright, so these are going to transform, and we have a clue in the blood that we can pop even if our creatures get killed. If they play Shieldred, we still have maybe it's not lethal. So it's got to be Urtai, right? Alright, so let's attack with everybody. We'll just plan to play the Hopper. Alright, so Urtai is going to kill this, and I'll draw, and then we'll... Oh, it's a long goodbye only? 2 long goodbyes. Okay, so they'll take 6 down to 2. We'll play the Hop. The Hopper! Frog and Convoke? Yeah, it's been good. Alclazats. Alright, so they go to 6 and trade. Now they're dead. Alright, cool. So 3-2 with a pretty solid build. The Torch the Tower came in clutch in that last game, but I'm not sure that they deserve main deck space. The Lunark veterans are interesting, but I think because they're slightly harder to cast than the Ocean frontliners, we should just swap them out. The War Leader's Calls, I don't think we ever even cast them. I cast them quite a few times last night, and I think 2 is certainly reasonable. And I think that if you play more or less, you can make some justifications for it as long as the rest of your deck matches. I don't think Bunnycorn belongs in a War Leader's Call build, but Bunnycorn has been something that we've talked about a decent amount. We played it a little bit, but unsuccessfully. The Warden's obviously excellent. Case of the Gateway Express, I was kind of feeling like I was missing having the 4th. Maybe we board the 4th for the like super grindy black-green / black-blue matchups because we just have to fight through bat. But I think 3 in the main deck's fine. We get enough matchups where it's not that good / our opponent is able to counter it decently with sweepers and things of that nature, or they just don't have that many targets for the case. So definitely something to keep in mind. Once again, not sold on the Lunarks. The 3rd Thran Portal is probably too many. I'll probably just cut a Thran Portal for a Plains. Probably trim a Wedding Announcement. The Get Lost were kind of cool. Lithomantic sucks. Probably going to cut it. In the Festivities was fine. We lost a mirror match. Not really sure how to approach the mirror. It's tough. Anyway, this is Boros Convoke. I'm Tandy. Make sure to check out our sponsors. Brainstorm Brewery podcast. Their Slice of Life Magic podcast. Specializing in Magic the Gathering. They talk about community stuff all the time. Commander, competitive, you name it. Some really great hosts. Check out Moxfield. Moxfield's a deck building website, moxfield.com. You can use it to share deck lists with your friends, or when you're on my stream, you can use Moxfield to find all my decks, ! Deck or deck list in chat. Thanks to Apex Gaming and the Apex Invitational Series for sponsoring our event. Season 4 starts up in April, and we have a team event coming up in early March. Make sure to check out apexgaming.gg for more info. And lastly, thanks again to Games of Comics Pair Dice, game store out of Fairfax, Virginia. You can check out their website, gcpairodice.com, and find singles for Magic, Lorcana, and the like. That's at gcpairodice.com. Thanks for hanging. Good stream today. Be back tomorrow after I write my article. I'll probably be playing some Pioneer tomorrow after I'm done with my article. But tomorrow, sideboard guide for this deck on the Patreon. Make sure to check out patreon.com/Tandy. I'll have the finalized list and my ins and outs for each matchup. And if that's something you're interested in, make sure to go join the Patreon. It's only $5. Helps keep the lights on. Helps me making content full time, and I really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for hanging. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day.